Alright folks, this is part 2 of episode 1 of Delta Squad. I am Mike, and for us it's the same thing. So we have
Travis,
Judy, Josh,
RJ.
And you can find out more about their characters by going back and checking out episode 1, which is largely just an introduction to the characters and what's going on with their assignments and setting some things up. So when we last left, we know that the SPD B Squad have taken the senior class of the SPD Academy on a trip to SPD's galactic headquarters on planet Lagois. So the typical patrols that would be handled by the senior class are now being handled by our juniors, including our players here. Not yet Rangers. The cadets have all been assigned training officers, and the training officer for cadets Okami and Marvin, that would be Josh and RJ, is Detective Sergeant Thomas Hoji. For those people who are Toku fans, that would be our version of Deca Blue. It was Tamasu Hoji. It's Thomas. Whereas Cadets Rodriguez and Tien are with Detective Sergeant Umiko, a.k.a., in another world, Deca Pink. Worth noting, for those people who are wondering, both there, you at home, and you guys, these characters, neither detective have ever been a ranger in this world. They're just long-standing officers with a decorated service.
Okay.
Okay. So, alright. So, we found out the first stop on each of their patrols. We have a domestic dispute that Cadets Okami and Marvin have been called to, whereas much to Cadet Tien's chagrin and Cadet Rodriguez's delight, they are currently at the New Tech City Little Tykes preschool, where they'll be serving crossing guard duty this afternoon.
Maximum safety.
Yes, because the children are our future. So, all right. So, we will start with our domestic dispute. So, you arrive outside the home.
What kind of home is it?
So it is, you're in a suburban neighborhood. It is a 2-story home. If you were to guess from the outside, probably like 3-bedroom, 2-bath, with a nice sized living room and kitchen. It's a basic suburban home.
Car outside, anything outside when we pull up?
There is a garage with the garage door down, and there is 1 car in the driveway.
No people out?
Are there any, like, neighbors looking on, or?
No.
Who made the call in?
The call itself came through an emergency hotline, so it was not, the caller didn't identify themselves. Female.
Okay.
So, Sergeant Hoji, all right, cadets, what do you do?
Really, I mean,
Go see
that's
what's,
the first option. The first thing we have to do is knock on the door. We don't want to necessarily go sneaking around the back way.
knock on the door.
Okay, let's see how that works out.
I know what's going on.
And he goes up to the front door, and you get a police. Is anyone home? Hear nothing. He knocks on the door again. SPD, is anyone home? And what do you do if they don't answer the door, cadets?
There's some things we could do. Any recommendations, sir? As we are learning from you.
Can't breach a locked door without a warrant.
You can't search without a warrant. You can breach a locked door if you have probable cause of endangerment.
I want to make a. Do I smell blood?
We're dealing with spring day in a suburban neighborhood. You need a 6. So it's doable with your bonus.
Yeah. Nah, yeah. Too many, yeah.
Yeah, there are too many barbecues and too many freshly
Yeah.
cut lawns to do you any good. Plus, if there is, it would be inside, so you're also dealing with having to get the smell through doors and whatnot. Perhaps we take a look around. There is no probable cause for endangerment yet.
Right.
So, like, cadets, why don't y'all go around the house? Anyway, I'll meet you around back.
Sir.
So,
You go in front, I'll go behind.
So, you circle around. Window shades are actually mostly raised.
Have you seen anything through them? He's tall enough, definitely. Probably to see straight through. I'm tall,
So,
but
not much. You get to you get towards the kitchen, and you can see through the kitchen window that there is a pot boiling over on the stove.
Not really probable cause, but it's suspicious.
Yes, my love.
You wouldn't stop crying until I got to your door. So, I'm just going to stand here for a minute.
Okay.
Okay.
Commence the nerd.
5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead.
However, we had a call of a domestic disturbance, and I mean, if anything, it's a fire hazard.
Eventually, let's meet up with the. What is his official title? I'm sorry.
Sergeant.
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 Let's meet up with the sergeant.
His official title is Detective Sergeant, but you would address him as Sergeant.
Okay. So meet with the sergeant.
Mm-hmm.
And that was all.
Yes.
So when they come.
Yep. So you meet around the back porch.
There's a boiling pot on the stove. It's
Overboiling pot.
Overboiling pot on the stove. That's what I'm gonna do.
So what does that tell you?
Well, someone's home, even though they didn't answer after we called out to them, and they're not at their boiling pot, which means something has happened, which could be probable cause to enter the building.
Could be. He gets around to the back door. Never hurts to try again.
Of course.
Is anyone home? Still nothing. So, question, cadets. You have a boiling pot that is now boiling over. You have a car in the driveway where the hood is warm. No one is answering the door, and it's a call for a domestic dispute. What do you do?
Call it in and then go in. Preferably one in back, one in front. Or two in back, two in front, however you want to split that.
Okay. Well, and he has that. This is Sergeant Hoji. We're going to be entering the residence. There's no answer. Obviously, individuals at home. You may want to send a unit for backup. The studio audience is my son. So, and my wife.
Delta Squad is filming for a live
Studio audience. Pass Nolan over here for a second. This, folks, making his debut on camera with us. This is my son Nolan. So, this little guy here is
The youngest ranger.
the youngest ranger. He is the youngest member of the Geek Carolina family. He has also been the focus of my time pretty much since July 31st. So, of last year. Hello, buddy. You want to say hi to the audience at home? See, right here. Hi, buddy. No, I'm trying to get him to wave, and he's more interested in grabbing my head. Okay.
Well, at least he didn't flip him off. He flipped me off already once.
Oh dear.
So,
It starts so young these days.
Well, I flip people off all the time.
all right,
So.
there you are.
All right. Well,
So,
Let's try this again.
So, Sergeant Hoji calls in for backup. First, we will go through all together one entrance, because there is one thing that you may not have done out front. We're going to wait for backup to arrive. One of you will check the bottom floor. There is no need to breach a residence as your first option if no one answers. Sometimes, and he reaches over and you just check the door. The back door is open.
Yeah.
It's not locked.
I was saying we're gonna kick the door down.
Language is everything, cadet.
Yes, sir.
Breach implies one thing, open implies another. So, as soon as he opens the door, and he has his sidearm drawn,
Yeah.
as I'm assuming both of you
Yeah,
do.
yeah,
Yes, I was
yeah.
about to. Yeah.
He goes in. Well, now you know why the pot's boiling over. There is an unconscious man in front of the stove. So,
I'll check his vitals, just like check his pulse.
yeah, you on him will clear the bottom floor.
Sir.
All right, over to you two.
So he wakes up, have a giant wolf man.
Children's.
So, here
Crossing
come
guard.
the little tykes.
Crossing guard.
So I need my vest, and I need something to go in direct traffic with.
Yes, you do. Very good observations, cadet. Vest and batons are in the trunk.
Yes.
You will also need a whistle.
We got the shaft.
We have that as well. So,
My parents
Or what if
never
more
let
exciting
me let
encounter?
me go and use a whistle.
I wonder why.
now, he'll be directing traffic. You and I, Cadet Tien, we have the important job.
What's that, Sergeant?
We're going to lead the children across the street. Now, we have to be a good example for the little children. So we have to make sure that we obey all pedestrian safety. We have to stop. We have to make sure we look both ways. And we want to make sure that the children see us do this. It is very important to teach them proper safety and proper pedestrian conduct.
Yes.
So, when the first class comes up, they'll come up single file. You'll take the hand of the first student, lead them across, and I'll take up the rear.
Yes, Sergeant.
You think you can handle this, Cadet Tien? It's a big responsibility.
I'm pretty sure I got this.
Very good.
If you can't, we can go and trade spots.
I got this.
I have faith in you. Maximum safety.
So,
She plasters a smile on her face and puts her vest on and gets in.
That's a great smile.
Oh yeah.
The kids are gonna love you.
so,
I'm cute as button.
so, the first class
Here's
comes
my-
up. What do you say?
I said, here's
Oh
my
my
gun.
So, the first class comes up. A little boy comes up to you.
I'm Cadet Tien. I am your crossing guard for the day.
I don't like you.
Take it back. We're fine.
You don't have to
We
like
got
me. You
this.
just have to be safe with me.
You're not like Cadet Emma. I like Cadet Emma. Where's Cadet Emma?
She is on a field trip right now.
I want to be on a field trip. Can I go on a field trip with Cadet Emma?
No. She takes the little boy's hand, goes to like.
The boy instantly starts squalling. Up rushes Sergeant Umiko. Oh, is there a problem, Andrew? I want Cadet Emma. Oh, Cadet Emma's on a field trip.
Yeah, there's a problem. Andrew's a snitch.
Well, shit.
Cadet Felicia. Cadet Felicia can take you across the street. She's a wonderful person, and she's going to keep you very safe. Who's Cadet Felicia? Well, she is. She said her name was Tien. No, her name's Felicia Tien. You can call her Cadet Felicia. But she's Cadet Tien. Tien, like that chump from Dragon Ball Z.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with Tien. You got a bad rap.
Now, Andrew, we don't call people chumps, even if they're fictional. Okay? Okay, Sergeant Umiko. Now, Cadet Felicia is going to help you across the street, and everything's going to be okay. Right, Cadet Felicia?
Right, Sergeant Umiko.
All right, Andrew. She takes Andrew's hand.
She takes his hand. She'll go to the street. She waits for.
And I'll go and
Yep.
arrange to stop the traffic.
She makes sure she looks both ways. Make sure that it's safe to cross.
And then once the cars are stopped, I'll go and whistle for them to go and come across.
And then she very safely walks across the street.
Okay.
Oddly enough, despite expectations of abusive whistle powers, he does not. He's working.
He restrains.
All right. Both of y'all need to make a roll, and your difficulty is a 4.
All right. So because I'm actively trying to help folks, do I get to add my mark?
Yes, you do.
I got a 3.
You technically rolled an 8.
I got a 3, so
Maximum success.
maximum failure.
So, you get all the kids across the street, and Umiko brings up the rear, and she's sitting there, talking to all the kids and, ushering them where they go. And Andrew's like, I still like Emma better, and he kicks you in the shin before he walks off.
Sure, I'll see you again, Andrew.
So,
Hearing kids act like they get snatched up by the scruff of their neck.
He goes and kicks me in the shin too.
Mm.
It's a boy thing, I think.
I think it must be.
So, they're now over with the staff in the parking lot, and they're getting to their parents. Umiko comes over. Not a bad job. Only 12 more classes to go.
Maximum safety.
Maximum hellfire. I mean, maximum safety.
Okay.
Poor
I would like both of you to make a roll. None of your traits will actually apply. You need to roll a 6.
You might want to spend.
You already rolled.
Oh, okay. Air.
Trust in your dice.
I don't trust my dice.
Trust in your dice.
Then spend 3 and roll.
Now the thing is, you can spend as many gems as you want on a single roll.
Spend 6 now.
6.
You're gonna succeed.
So
You would spend 5.
So we always fail on 1s though, correct? Which means there's no point to not spend
no.
more than 4?
No, you
Okay.
don't always fail on a 1.
Oh.
You can
Good
spend
to know for those playing at home.
It's just if you roll a 1 and you're in a post check, you're likely not going to do that great.
I'm gonna spend 2.
Okay, so you got a +2. You got a 4. Put those 2 back in the deal.
Why would you trust your dice? Don't you trust your dice? You can trust the dice.
So back over to the 2 of you. The first 4 is clear.
Those yellow dice have not been.
The
So we were
person.
going clear.
Yes.
Everybody
Yeah.
else.
Her shin's purple.
The gentleman in the kitchen has a pulse. He is breathing. He's not responding to anything, any attempt to wake him up.
Did you check the back of his head or anything?
Yeah, I mean, I'm checking for like.
No sign of physical injury.
I'm gonna look for anything like signs of injection or maybe see if he was drugged or.
Okay, so you're looking for something more than a basic physical examination would give you. You need a 5. So gaining energy because you passed a check. You see what appears to be a black pinprick, one right near the carotid artery on the neck, and one near the veins and artery in the arm.
Huh.
It almost looks like where a human might have not a blood blister, but where like they might have a little get pinpricked and blood rise to the surface a little bit and
Like
dry.
a mosquito bite.
Almost, except these are black.
We might be dealing with some kind of alien animal attack.
For a domestic disturbance, it seems a little.
Either that, or I mean, signs of a.
We should probably check the second floor now, just to be sure.
Not a bad idea.
No signs that this is fatal to this man. He's just I mean, pulse is steady. He's just unconscious.
Okay. By this point, second unit has arrived.
Okay, I'm assuming an ambulance and stuff came with it.
No, this is literally just another black and white.
Okay, well, we should probably call him.
Yes. So, Hoji has them calling an ambulance, and they're going to stay on the first floor while y'all check the second.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So,
I will take point because basically because I'm better at close quarter situations.
Okay.
So
Hoji is taking up the rear.
Okay, I'll take up center.
What are you doing since you're on point?
basically once I get up the stairs, checking like all my corners, see if there are any open doors on the second floor.
There are. When you get up to the second floor, there are what appear to be 3 bedrooms, and at the end of the hall, you can clearly see is a bathroom because the door is wide open. But it looks like there's another bathroom or another bedroom door open, and there are 2 closed doors.
Anytime he's doing something that's involved, like actually like looking around a corner or lunch or something, I am watching his blind spots.
Okay.
Just to make sure.
Very good. So, what are you gonna do?
I am going to proceed slowly down the hall, basically checking every point.
Okay. Are you checking the doors that are closed, or are you doing the ones that are open first, or
Clear,
are you doing...
basically.
Clear each door, I would think.
Yeah, clear each door.
Okay.
Check the door, see if it's open, kind of thing, I guess.
Okay. Each of you make a roll for me on a 4.
1!
About time.
4.
It was coming.
Okay.
It was coming.
You notice nothing in particular. You're just doing your job by the book.
Yep.
There is a faint
How does
burning
this work?
smell coming from one of the closed doors. You can't tell if it's. You can't tell what material it is burning, but you
Not
can
tough.
definitely smell.
I'm gonna
burn.
feel the doorknob.
Ah, cool as ice.
As I proclaim the door, it's like this is Cadet Okami with the SPD. I listen to see if there's any response on the other side of the door.
Nothing.
Then I will, with my sword on, I will open the door.
Okay. We will come back to you.
Oh boy!
Oh,
Here we
boy.
go.
Oh boy. Da-da-da.
So you've successfully walked across about another 9 classes. 3 to go. Only about half
Yeah,
of
yeah,
them
yeah.
were as charming as Andrew's class.
I believe the children are future.
Um,
Man, they're such good kids.
so there's a lull in walking some of the students. One of the classes is running a little behind, and Sergeant Umiko comes up. Cadet 10,
Sergeant.
can we chat for a second?
Sure.
Go ahead and watch the
Yeah,
road
No,
for
we're
us there,
just-
Cadet. So she goes, so do you simply find this boring, or are you just antisocial?
Antisocial in general.
It's hard to be antisocial and be a cop.
Yeah.
Do you know why I come off as friendly and charming as I do
Did you really try for it?
every day? This job beats you down. It will kill your soul. Because you see things that no living being should actually have to look at. Find your happiness. Find your joy and cling to it. My joy happens to be baths. I love taking baths.
That makes more sense with the rubber ducky army. No,
I
that was kind of weird.
I have over 273 rubber ducks. They all have names. I can tell you one from another.
Yeah. That makes a lot more sense.
It makes no sense. Nobody needs 273 rubber duckies.
No, it makes sense how you're coping with what you've been through.
I've been with SPD for the last 16 years. I was here when Grum invaded Earth. So you imagine fighting everything that came with that and not having a Ranger's powers.
That sucks.
Imagine sitting here and watching the A Squad Rangers turn on Earth, side with Emperor Grum, and return to try to destroy not only SPD, but to take over the planet. Find your joy, Cadet.
I want to be a cop.
Good.
Must make a difference.
You make a difference whether you're fighting a giant robot while wearing a spandex armor, and you make a difference holding a kid's hand and walking him across the street.
How do you avoid getting him to kick him in the shins?
She pulls up her pants leg, and you see what looks like a soccer goalie's guard plate sitting there. These are not standard issue.
Well, that makes more sense.
That's
Hope for the best, prepare for the worst.
Oh.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I'll
Alright.
wear some to my next family get together.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Okay.
Both of y'all need to make a roll against a 4.
Wow.
To resist the
Dropping
field.
down.
One. Dirk.
I'll spend one.
Which color did he use?
That was green.
Okay.
Yeah, so be one. Woohoo! Yeah.
So you rolled a 2.
Hey, yeah, team.
Well,
I guess I'm busy just arranging traffic.
yeah.
Maximum onage. Yeah,
So-
yeah.
So, at this point, you hear what sounds to be some teachers screaming orders and several panicking children coming from the school.
Not on our watch.
So, let me go there. You got your sidearms, right?
Yes.
Now you can be antisocial. She pulls her gun and off you go. So,
Maximum save the children.
so back to our home. You enter the doorway, enter the room.
Dice. So bad.
Well, I
Go-
open the door and we'll
Covering it.
we'll look, but what I find will determine whether I enter the room or not.
You see a burning pile of wires, metal, circuitry, casing. It was at some point a machine of some sort. But it is sitting in the center of the room, smoldering. Maybe a foot from the bed.
Sergeant, I'm going to put out a call to firefighting authorities.
He enters the room. You go ahead. As you're doing that,
I stay in the hall and watch the hallway. Since they're both kind of in the room, I want to watch the
Right.
hallway.
He's examining the pile. What kind of pinpricks were on that thing downstairs?
Black bubbles, almost like insect bites.
Downstairs now.
Sir.
Sir.
You rush downstairs.
Yep.
The two officers that came in are both down, and where that body was, there is a crybot standing in front of you.
I forgot what a crybot looks like. My mind has been.
You have last time you saw a crybot was in a textbook, but a crybot is basically a metallic entity, largely black with a silverish head, has black sensor domes over the front of it, and silver stripes. Sometimes they have mechanical appendages attached to where hands would be. In this case, they do not.
Okay.
So, but there is only one. So you are now in combat.
Yup, we're in combat. Yep.
So,
I guess I would have been the first one to get down the stairs since I was in the hall first.
yes. So we're going to start with you now.
I know popcorn.
So, folks at home, if you've never seen Power Rangers Hyperforce, and for Travis's benefit, we use on this show what's called Popcorn Initiative. So what that means is whoever initiates or is the first person to act in a combative situation, in this case that will be Adam, once he has completed his action, and he gets one, once he has completed his action, then he will be able to popcorn to the next person involved. In this particular combat, it is Adam, Okami, a Crybot, and Sergeant Hoji, who is going to wind up being the last one down the stairs. If, when he's done, he can popcorn to anyone he wants, including the bad guy, it becomes very important to eventually popcorn to the bad guy, because if the bad guy is the last person to act in the round, then the bad guy will act, and then he will be the first action of the following round. So it basically means that the bad guy gets 2 back-to-back actions to hurt you as badly as he possibly can. The other thing that, if you're a GM, kind of hurts when you run this game, but none of my die rolls are hidden. So that means whatever happens to our cadets happens. So, for better or worse. So,
Pull no punches.
effectively, yes. So, all right. So you are first,
What do
Cadet
I
Marvin.
see when I get to the bottom?
You are at the bottom of the stairs. The stairs are in the living room. So you look through, you would see through the living room a small, like, corridor, arch passageway, and then into the kitchen. You can see the stove, which is still boiling over. There is no more body. There is no more body in front of it. Instead, you see a Crybot standing in front of the stove.
Okay.
And he is facing the stairs. So he sees you.
And the agents are like on the ground?
Yes, they're both in the living room down.
They're in the living room down, not the kitchen down.
Correct.
Okay. And the body for the other person is nowhere in sight.
Correct.
Okay. It's a Crybot. What is standard procedure when reading a Crybot? Shoot to kill, I assume, right? Yeah.
It is not a sentient being, and Crybots are hostile.
Gotcha. All right. So,
Sir, I'm assuming that massive machinery was a Crybot crate. Or crate.
That pile of machinery was a Crybot. How it wound up destroyed, I don't know. Focus on the task at hand. Worry about forensics later.
I'm going to go get out of the way of the stairway so they can actually come down behind me. Post up and then take a shot with my gun. I guess.
Okay.
Screw it.
Spend 1 energy.
Yep. So it costs 1 energy to take the shot. This is effectively an opposed roll against the Crybot. So you don't know what the difficulty is. I can tell you that the Crybot rolls 1 die.
Okay.
So are you spending any gems or anything like that? Or are you just going to roll straight against the Crybot?
I'm just gonna roll straight against the Crybot.
Okay. You need at least a 4.
I had a 4.
Okay. For the record, ties always go to the heroes.
Okay.
So you hit. That deals 4 damage to our Crybot. Okay. Who are you popcorning to?
Popcorning to the Crybot.
Okay. The Crybot bum rushes you.
I figured.
So gets a massive running start.
Okay, and so it's an opposed roll.
Yep. You need at least a 5.
6.
So the Crybot lunges at you as if to tackle you around the waist. What do you do?
I'm going to... Because you're right behind me, right? I'm a sidestep.
Okay. So you see a Crybot, and the Crybot is going to popcorn to you because you're the only person left to act this round. So you see the Crybot lunge towards you.
Give your energy. Yeah.
Yes, you did pass your both of them, so you should actually have
5 now, I guess.
Yeah, it was a wash for spending.
So I went back to 4.
You went back to 4, and then you get 1 for a successful defensive check.
Okay,
So you see this Crybot lunge, and you see Adam basically sidestep past it, so it's falling. It's running towards the stairs like this, and it's going to fall. But
basically, since it's falling into me, I'm going to spend energy to activate my Howling Charge attack.
Okay.
Where when he's falling, you just see him. You see Okami just launch at him and basically spear the Crybot as it's falling towards him.
Okay. So what does your Howling Charge attack say?
Roll a single attack and running tackle up to 2 targets. So
Okay.
I'm just using 1. Roll a single attack and each target rolls defense. And if I hit, deal 2d damage split equally between the targets, rounding up.
So in this case, since there's only 1 target, it takes both dice of damage.
Yeah, if
Alright.
I hit.
If you hit. All right. What do you get?
I got a 1.
And he got a 3.
Yeah, so.
So you've spent that energy.
Yep.
So how much energy you got left now?
2.
2? All right. So you go to spear, and he basically sees you, and he drops into the stairs. You fly over him and are now prone
As I look
on
around there,
the
I'm like,
floor.
oh, now I get hype when I jump.
Oh.
Now he likes to jump.
Okay. You are the end of the round. Who do you popcorn
See,
to?
that's hard.
Well, we've already established that the Crybot's not going. So
The Crybot's not going to act. He's already gone this round. You were the last person.
I will popcorn to Hoji.
Okay, and Hoji will start the next round.
Yes.
So, since he, just as a rules thing, since he's at the end of the round, can he popcorn to himself?
No.
No.
You cannot popcorn to yourself.
So only bad guys get to popcorn to themselves.
To themselves.
if
That's
they
the
go last.
advantage.
If you
that
leave
they
them
have,
last.
yeah.
Yes, if you leave them for last. So, we're back over to you. So you guys rush into...
Guns
I need you
drawn.
to pass me... There's a
shit
the
behind
you.
box of dice there behind you.
That's great.
I'm just going to need them to keep track of stuff.
You got this.
So,
And meanwhile, we have our guns drawn, and
you have your guns drawn.
you have your whistle around your neck.
Oh yeah.
Crossing guards to the rest.
it's
SPD guard crossing guards to the rest.
Oh yeah,
serious.
Aaron is still, Rodriguez is still in the, crossing guard vest.
Oh wait, he has.
So he is bright and, very apparent.
Felicia
So-
Tubman found her reason to fight that day.
Okay. So, you rush in. In the courtyard, the remaining classes are present, and there are 2 Crybots amidst the class. The teachers are trying to get the kids into the classrooms and trying to bar the doors, but the Crybots are basically grabbing kids and trying to get away with them.
Mm-hmm.
But you see them grabbing kids and trying. So, since Umiko is the first one to arrive, Umiko is actually going to act first. So, and there are 2 Crybots. So, the first thing Umiko is going to do is Umiko is going to level her gun, her E80 sidearm, and take a shot at one of the Crybots. For those wondering at home, Umiko is a full-fledged SPD officer, so she gets 2 dice. So she rolls a 6 to the Crybot's 3, so she will hit and deal 4 damage to that Crybot. And she's going to popcorn it to one of the Crybots, so as not to screw you guys over. I did that once or twice during our playtest sessions by accident. Yep. So the Crybot is going to, we'll say it's the Crybot she just attacked. That Crybot is going to try to hold on to the child, and he does successfully, and he is steady trying to get the child away. He's almost not focusing on Umiko. So, but he had grabbed, he doesn't have a child when Umiko shoots at him. He grabs one afterwards. So, and so that Crybot, the injured Crybot, is going to popcorn to Rodriguez.
Okay. Rodriguez is not going to shoot a Crybot that is holding onto a child.
Yeah.
So
one has a child and one doesn't. At the moment.
Okay. Well then, Rodriguez is going to holster his gun and attempt to go and physically disarm the not to go and remove the child from the Crybot.
Okay. So how is Rodriguez going to do that?
He is going to run up and attempt to go and use one arm to grab the kid while he just goes and straight kicks the Crybot right in the center of mass.
This is New Tech City.
You get your +2 for heart because you are acting in the interest of a civilian child. For the record, past this episode, just so they'll know, I do not tell you when your abilities trigger. You have to ask me if they do.
Okay.
All right. So go ahead. So you get an 8. So yes, you deal damage. You are successful in kicking, and you've got your arm around the kid. The Crybot still has hands on the kid too. Roll your damage, which is also 1 die.
Is the +2 added to this because it's the same?
No.
Same combo. Okay, so just 3.
Yeah, those traits will not give bonuses to damage unless the trait specifically says so. And like for instance, strong specifically says damage rolls. I think cool specifically says range damage rolls. His is physical damage.
Yeah.
All right. So you do get the. Actually, you were going after the one that had the kid.
Correct.
So you did how much damage? 3.
3. Yeah.
Okay. So he no longer has the kid. You kick the kid away, and he no longer has a child. So are you popcorning it?
Kid away.
Are you popcorning it to another Crybot, or are you popcorning it to her?
So the only 2 left in the round is the Crybot
and Felicia.
Yes. So I'll go popcorn to the Crybot.
Okay.
Got pretty good.
So we have the
attack being that I'm basically.
So we have the one Crybot who is still perfectly well, and he is snatching up a child under one arm. So
quit child snatching. Not
obviously
cool,
we
robots.
popcorn to.
Not cool.
Yeah.
So you have the hurt one that doesn't currently have a kid, and you have the uninjured one who now has a kid under one arm.
I know he's probably one of the ones that keep me in the show too.
No, he's gone with a parent by now.
Oh, right. Yeah,
He's their problem now.
He's their nightmare.
They wish they had shin guards.
Um.
Damn, you suck.
Well, she's got her side piece strong, and he's holding the kid like just kind of under the arm.
Yes.
Yeah. She's going to try to go in, grab the child, and pull the child free from, or hold on to the child, whichever. If she can't get it free, she's going to hold on.
Okay.
So that's what she.
And is she trying to do any damage at all to the Crybot or no?
Well, I mean, if she can, she will actually try to shoot as she goes. She will try to shoot as she goes.
So you're going to try and shoot him point blank as you're
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So point blank is not going to constitute a ranged attack.
Nope.
Because you're putting the gun directly to something and pulling the trigger. So it will still cost you an energy to do it.
Mm-hmm.
It'll still deal 4 damage if you hit.
Yeah, I succeeded.
Mm-hmm.
So
She will.
somehow I think you
4.
can succeed. Yes, the Crybot rolled a 2. So
Awesome.
So yes, you do successfully shoot it. It flies back and lets go of the child. So, all right. And where do you popcorn it? You are the end of the round, so you can popcorn it to anybody, just not you.
She will actually put it back to Umiko since
Okay.
she went. Yeah, since she's still closest to that other one.
Okay. All right. Back over to you guys. So we pick up with Detective Hoji.
And her heart through 3 sizes that day.
Detective Hoji. So
Maximum safety.
the Crybot is on the steps, face down.
And I am rapidly plummeting to the floor.
Yes, you're playing the floor.
I'm standing to the side like
Detective Hoji is coming down the steps, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Detective Hoji is going to continue running down the steps and is basically going to curb stomp the Crybot.
Yeah.
So she's like, oh, my heart.
So he rolled a 3 on 2 dice.
so good.
Apparently, there's all sorts of banana peels on this
I
staircase.
should probably point out at this point, me rolling a 1 as one of the NPC heroes does not do anything for them, except make them whinge because I'm not rolling good. Oh, well, the Crybot rolled a 1. So,
It's not a pretty kick, but
yeah, it's not a pretty kick.
So
Yes.
Jim?
Yeah, so somebody randomly pull a gem out of the bag. You got a new power gem. Make sure that one goes back in the bag.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's another green one.
Okay. All right. And that Crybot takes 2 dice worth of damage from said curb stomp, so it's going to take 8. And Hoji is going to popcorn it back to Okami. He basically does a curb stomp on this thing, and when he does a curb stomp, he springs forward into a somersault and lands right next to you as you're pulling yourself back up to your feet.
actually, no, I'm not even.
Oh, you
Basically, I fall back, and then as I fall back, I post with my hands and using my arms as the leverage. I am going to push myself to thrust kick it in the back. Kick it in the back.
So go ahead and
So
roll.
basically, me and him are
Super
kind of like,
gymnastics.
no.
Okay.
I got a 2.
Well, somebody pull another gem out of the bag. The Crybot rolled a 1.
Yeah, we'll just go.
Yeah, it was-
Pass
We'll
the
just
bag
go
around
and
as
pass
we
it.
pull.
So do your 1 die worth of damage to that Crybot.
Plus 2. 5 damage.
Health
Fuck.
pools.
I
Yep.
do. For everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Be sure to let me know when I die.
I will.
All
So
right.
as Okami cannon spikes the, not gracefully, but
Yes.
it's a solid hit.
And who do you popcorn to? Marvin and the Crybot are left.
But the Crybot.
Yeah, I will pop to the Crybot.
Okay.
Since basically right now I'm all up in his area and he has
Yes.
to deal with me.
Yes. So the Crybot, let's see here. So you've just kicked him in the back. So the Crybot goes plummeting further up the steps. So the Crybot, you see the Crybot's head turn around so it can see. The rest of it's still facing that way, but the Crybot's head rotates backwards so it can actually see what it's doing.
That's cheating.
And the Crybot, for all intent and purposes, is trying to do a moonsault double stomp on your back.
Ooh.
Since you came,
Yeah.
sprung
Oh,
back
yeah,
into position. Jesus. Okay.
What?
5.
Another
Go
one?
ahead and yes, it's another one.
Oh my
It's
god.
3 in a row, folks.
Whoa.
Yes,
Not since.
my true powers of interpretation.
So what color got drawn?
Pink.
Pink.
Okay.
We're
Not
trying.
since.
He goes
wow.
he goes to double stomp on my back and I just roll
Yes.
quickly to the right to where he just lands right in front of me, right in front of me.
Yes. This is the point where I entirely feel the I entirely feel the pain of, and I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but the head of Hyper RPG. I feel his pain right now. Because he can't roll to save his life either. Which is always fun. So.
Do a barrel roll.
Yeah. There is Zach Eubanks, or Eubank. So, he ran a guest episode of Power Rangers Hyperforce, and he said, he said, bad news. Remember all of your power-ups. Remember all of your buffs. You're going to need them. Good news. Nobody in the world rolls worse than me. Good news, guys.
Yep.
Nobody rolls worse than me. All right. So
maybe that guy.
So the Crybot is going to popcorn to Adam.
Okay. Is this our mission objective related stuff? Am I, can I get serious?
Yes, you can be serious.
Okay. So as the Crybot comes up and everything, I'm even though I didn't see you do that, I'm going to take a page from her book and put my gun to the side of the freaking thing's head and shoot.
Okay.
Since it's right there.
By the way, remember making a defensive check still counts as making a check. So that still counts as gaining energy.
So that means I get my +2, right?
Now, I think
yes.
As far as team attacks, the person initiating the attack has to declare it, right?
Correct.
Okay.
I'll explain teamwork attacks when they happen, folks. If you're wondering at home. More accurately, I will talk about the way we do them.
Boom! 8.
Rack 'em.
8.
Well, let's see if I give you another power gem because I can't beat it. No, I rolled a 6.
Oh, okay.
Finally, I rolled a 6 and he can get an 8. Fantastic. Okay.
And by the way, what is it? Because whenever he gets serious, he always takes his glasses off. So what it is he pulls his gun up as he takes his glasses off and put it in a jacket and shoots him in the head.
All right. So you deal 4 damage
Always
to that
takes his glasses off when he
Crybot.
gets serious.
Theme song? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Gotta put the glasses away.
where are you popcorning to? You can't popcorn to yourself.
My last round?
Yes, you're the last in the round.
Let me give it back to Okami.
All right. And we will come back to that. So over here, we popcorn back to Umiko.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
I got a good
Umiko.
idea for a team attack. I think you're going to like it.
All right. We did
Okay,
it.
so Umiko is going to.
Let's show him how it's done.
Actually, Umiko is going to start helping marshal the kids out of there. So that is what Umiko is doing and will do for at least a little bit until all the kids are safe. Probably the next couple of rounds. So, Umiko's getting the kids out of there so that you guys can focus on the Crybots.
Okay.
So, Umiko will popcorn to a Crybot. The Crybot, the one that you just shot in the side of the head, its head does like this and comes right back, and it's trying to headbutt you. So,
3.
and the Crybot rolls a 2. So, you make a defensive check. Very good. What do you do? And the Crybot's just going to popcorn to you to make it easy. So, he comes back to try and headbutt you after getting shot.
Well, she's going to use the Asian trope of, you know what? She shot him. She might as well do some John Woo style kung fu. She'll go for a roundhouse kick to that head to keep snapping around at her.
Okay.
It's just creepy.
Okay, so go ahead.
Yeah. 3.
6.
Well, you know.
So, where are you popcorning to?
The other Crybot, so it doesn't go last.
All right. So, the other Crybot that you did just kicked, he rolls backwards, back to his feet, and lunges forward toward you.
Uno.
Ties go to the hero. So let old boy pull a gem. That's 4, folks.
So in our deft display of immaculate skill,
Your deft display of immaculate ineptitude.
yes, I am going through immaculate ineptness. Attempt to go and trip the Crybot into the other Crybot to try to set her up for the next action.
Okay, so we're just gonna say you're tripping him up so he'll cascade forward.
Yes, I want him to cascade into the other Crybot.
Okay, well he has to popcorn to you. So is that actually your attack?
Yes.
Okay, so go for it.
And I'm trying to go and set her up for something cool. So, I don't think I get my heart for just doing teamwork attacks. So a 3.
And he rolled a 4. So he stumbles, but that's about all that happens. All right. So who do you popcorn to?
I'll go and popcorn since that failed. I'll go and popcorn to, I guess that same Crybot. Might as well.
Okay. We will come back there in just a minute. So back over to La Casa.
So basically, since I'm right there and it's about leg level, and he's on the other side of it, I'm going to hop up and grab it by the waist and go like I'm going to suplex back. So I go like, Marvin, kick his head off.
Okay. Like he's bringing him down, and I'm bringing my foot into him. At the same
Or
time.
when I bring it down, you're basically onto your knee.
Yeah, on my knee. Yeah. Kind of like like we did in the playtest actually.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're doing like a
suplex.
So you're doing like a German.
Yeah, and then onto his leg, into his knee.
Yeah.
Okay. Teamwork is a very Power Rangers thing to do, but I don't know that I've ever seen this maneuver in a Power Rangers Sentai show. But
we're wrestling moves.
Okay.
I learned this from the ancient martial art that is known as the super kick party.
Oh Lord.
Anyway, athletics, but once.
So, way a teamwork attack works, folks, is each player has to pass the attack. So, what will happen? Josh is the setup. Josh will go first. As long as Josh beats whatever I roll, meets or beats it, you will give a bonus to Adam to complete the action.
I'm going to spend 2 points on the setup.
Okay, so go for it.
Is he getting as strong for this one?
He is not dealing damage.
Okay.
You're the one that will actually deal the damage.
So I got a 4.
To his 2.
Yeah.
All right, so
and I'm still getting serious for my.
You still get serious, but you will also get an additional +1 from him successfully setting you up.
3 total, right?
Yes.
I probably don't need to spend a gem then. Maybe. You know what? I'll spend 1 gem. Spend 1 gem just to be sure I'll get a score. Because
I've been rolling ones like nuts.
But you also rolled a 6 earlier when I rolled a 6 as well.
Yes.
So let's not even let's not go there. See, that's why I did that.
Oh, so you got a 1
+4.
+4, so you got a 5.
I got a 5.
I rolled a 2.
Yeah. See, I'm glad I did
So-
that, though. I was just saying.
All right.
Because
So you're the one dealing the damage.
Yeah.
But from the impact, you're going to get the same bonus to your damage.
Oh, +2.
So you're going to get plus. So roll your damage.
Roll damage.
Yep.
Is that a black die or is it a blue die?
That's a black.
Is it a black die?
That's an ultimate.
Yeah, that's one of the ultra gems,
Yeah.
which
Okay,
would
that adds a die to the.
that's a full die attack and damage.
Taking
Now, if you
attack.
spend it at this point, you're wasting the attack
attack
half
part,
of it.
yeah.
But yes, it would give you an additional
He
die
did tell you
damage.
to kick its head
Yeah,
off.
I'm gonna need taking that out.
All right.
2 dice. 4 and a 2 plus, I guess, the
2, so 8.
Well, no one can ever say that you fail to follow instructions because that's pretty much exactly what you do. The Crybot's head comes
I do.
clean off, and it falls inactive. Which is pretty much as soon as it's confirmed inactive, you see Hoji on his comm calling in a forensics and a cleanup team. Looks at you and says, "Reporting back to headquarters immediately."
Yes, sir.
So, and he looks fairly concerned.
Yeah, I mean, I would too at this point.
All
He's
right.
looking like, I feel that this domestic disturbance might have been a trap.
Maybe. I help you get up off the floor.
Yeah, he gets up and fist pound.
So over to you two.
So to the
And then
Crybot
I just
that
watch
just
the door. He
tripped.
puts his glasses.
So the Crybot that just tripped.
He's not serious.
So that particular Crybot tripped, but he is using the forward momentum to try to tackle Felicia.
So. Props.
2.
5.
More confidence.
So he will successfully tackle you.
I was pleased about that work.
Yeah, that's pretty great. Team of it.
Whose turn is it to pull a gem?
It counts for damage.
Anytime
damage as well.
I roll a 1. 1 damage.
Add your
Oh yeah, I guess.
So it goes one
so
into the next
yeah,
one, yeah.
so the next one now, right? Because it goes 6 and then
Yes.
the next one.
Okay then. All right. So he deals 1, and he is going to popcorn to. Well, actually, popcorn to you because now both Crybots are on you. You have just been tackled. 1 damage. You're stumbling backwards, but not going down.
Okay. How close are you to me?
I'm like 5 feet away. You know.
Close enough that he was able to trip the Crybot into falling in your direction.
Yeah.
So.
How about maximum heart attack? That's what we're calling it. Anyway, she's like,
Okay. Maximum team
That's
attack.
what it is.
Woo!
Cool.
maximum heart attack. But anyway, what she's wanting to do is essentially, because you're like right there at her. You're right there at her.
Sure.
She's wanting to essentially like grab. She's essentially going to try to, because they're like right there at her. One has the momentum here, kind of going. The other one has the momentum kind of this way.
Like
That's where they're at, correct?
Okay. Robot.
Jitsu? No.
So because I'm hearing a lot of crosstalk, so
Sorry.
bring it down a little bit. I don't mind y'all talking, but bring it down a little bit because the mic and I can't hear them. So what are we trying to do?
Apologies.
She's essentially, because we have the 2 that are right here.
Uh-huh.
She's about right here, and he's a little bit like 5 feet behind.
Right.
Okay, I was just getting an idea. She's wanting to essentially grab his hand.
Mm-hmm. His meaning the Crybot? No, meaning his. Okay.
Grab
Rodriguez.
his hand.
Grab
She's
Rodriguez.
going to kick one
Mhm.
while he simultaneously kicks the other one. So it's, or kick the same one. Either one.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
since it's a giant pile, basically
You're trying
we're gonna grab hands and then use use each other as an anchor to go and
Anchor,
kick them
kick towards
both,
the other.
kick both
You're doing
Crybots
you're
in
doing
different directions.
you're doing the spot from the Rush Hour movie. Okay. Got it.
Massive heart attack.
Okay. So
Okay, now I get the reference. So I'm Kevin Hart. Okay.
She
I
has
know.
the Chinese one,
I
so-
know. I have to. I will spend a gem for a
or
plus one.
Rock.
no, it's
Chris Rock.
Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker.
Yep.
I have a 6. I spend a gem.
Okay. For the record, you do both need to kick the same guy.
Oh yes.
Like a
yes,
kung fu.
okay.
Okay. So hold on. You rolled a 5.
Yeah,
You have
yeah. I have a 6 with a
I'll
gem.
go and do.
Whose turn is it to pull a gem?
So
Okay.
You guys-
You didn't need the bonus. He rolled a 1. All right, so you're both attacking, so you're both dealing damage. So it's 2d6 to this thing, 1d6 each.
Okay.
5.
1.
So that's a total of 6.
Still, we'll take it.
Okay.
4, 5, 6. You rolled 6 ones.
Yes,
Like
I've kept count.
Good.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that you remember.
No, I'm quite aware of the number of ones I've rolled.
Woo! Maximum success.
So, okay. So, who do you popcorn to? There's one Crybot, and then
The
there's
other Crybot.
all right, the other Crybot. So the other Crybot is the one that you took the swing at
Ooh,
with
we
the
both
big
get a-
roundhouse
And we
kick.
both get us.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
And
you took the big
that one
roundhouse
gets
kick
into
at.
that one. And doesn't he pick up the other one too? No, or he doesn't until he actually morphs.
Yes.
Yep. So.
I mean, it can keep course. No, like a second die.
Yeah, he didn't speak.
You don't
until
get a
he
second
morphed.
die until you morph. All right. So the other Crybot is the one that ducked under your initial roundhouse kick attack.
Mhm.
So as you're kicking this one Crybot, the one that ducked is now trying to sweep the leg.
Yeah.
So
Sweep the leg.
yes.
Oh, he is so pro.
Yeah. Is he gonna be on me or on?
Don't worry about it. Go ahead and pass your defense check. You can literally roll anything. And Josh, I think it's your turn to pull a gem.
Yeah.
Pull a gem out of the bag.
That's number 7. I'm going to burn this die, this particular die, this one right here. That die's name is Zach now.
Oh.
All right.
Poor Zach.
How many
Where's
times
that?
do we go around the table, kids?
Yeah. So
It's,
that
yeah.
popcorn's over to Coop,
All right.
and you are the last to act for the round.
Okay. Well, no reason to go and stop a good thing. So I'm gonna actually go and grab Felicia's other arm, and I'm going to swing her feet first, into the Crybot.
Okay. Is this the one that just tried to sweep her leg, or the one that y'all kicked away in another direction?
The one that just try to go and sweep the leg, just because it's right there.
Yeah. Okay. So you make your check first.
That's a
You gotta be 8.
8. Oh.
That's good because I also rolled a 1.
Oh, we both rolled a 1. Well, guess what? Coop, you passed.
So we both roll damage. Yeah.
All right. Well, you have to pass yours now.
I got it. Okay.
Yeah.
You may want to go and spin some.
Actually, no. This one roll stands for
counts
both.
Okay.
So yeah, just make your pass real quick.
5.
We've spent a lot of gems. We've gotten an
5, 6.
So 6 in total.
6 in total. All right. Okay.
Spin my
I would just
partner around.
throw that dice away. And just never
I
touch
can't
it.
because I only got 4 in each color. So if I get rid of it, I have
I'll
to
go find
track
you a new
down
man.
another one for
Holy
this.
crap.
So, all right. So you were the end of the round. Who are you popcorning to?
See if they have normal games, at least half of those.
I'll go and popcorn to one of the Crybots.
Okay. So the Crybot that got kicked away is going to come to try to help Johnny. We're going to call him Johnny Crybot. Johnny tried to sweep the leg.
Johnny Crybot.
Wasn't that a gag when we were playtesting? We have Johnny Crybot during one of the playtest
Yes,
games.
Yeah.
we did.
Okay. So, all right. So, we'll call the second Crybot Daniel.
Danny Crybot.
Danny Crybot is going to just basically do a flying side kick at Rodriguez.
He got me.
I rolled a 5 to your 4.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 die worth of damage will be 3 damage.
Gotcha.
And he will popcorn to Rodriguez.
All right. I'm sure the attack has gone and separated me from my do-si-do partner
A little bit.
So
yes.
I'm actually going to go. Are the kids out of the room yet?
No, they're not completely out of the room.
Then I'm not going to pull a gun and shoot yet. It's bad. It's bad to go and fire guns around kids. So therefore, I'm just going to go.
You know what?
And
gain an energy because that's a very Power Rangers thing to do.
Okay.
Is to not shoot around civilians and kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
If that's the case, I'm going to just try to kind of like do a leg sweep, kind of just take down throw to go and just slam it into the floor.
Okay.
So nothing too exciting. 6.
Okay, so you pass.
I do 4 damage.
4 damage. All right.
I will popcorn to the other Crybot.
So you're popcorning to Johnny Crybot.
Yes.
All right. Johnny Crybot, at this point is, let's see here. He's the one that just got, I think he just got kicked. So Johnny Crybot is basically going to charge at you and with what amounts to a Superman punch.
3.
4.
Ow.
The Crybot's revenge.
Revenge of the Crybot.
Revenge of the Crybot. Jeez. Go ahead, Coop. Your turn.
it's me?
Yeah, that's number 9. That's the
Number
9th one I've rolled.
So it's now back to me.
Really missing that GM screen right now.
So,
Well, since it's her turn,
because
you were last in
the Crybot went,
in the
he
round.
went.
And starting next round, Umiko should actually be back in the initiative.
Yes.
how tall are these things? About.
Crybot's approximately 6 feet tall.
And they have like enough space.
They are about stuntman height.
Yes, they are roughly the proportions of a stuntman.
Essentially.
Almost like there's
What's that?
Well, she could reach. She's just gonna try to take the butt of her gun and go, "Bye, Felicia."
Okay.
literally pistol whip.
So you're going to pistol whip the Crybot.
Yes.
Okay.
Of course. But bye Felicia sounds better.
Okay.
Always a good solution.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Bye.
4. I should probably roll the 1 for
One.
the Crybot.
Oh, yeah,
5!
She tries.
Sorry.
Okay.
And she will popcorn it back to...
So you are the last one acting. Umiko re-enters the initiative because the kids are now clear.
She will actually popcorn it to Umiko.
Okay.
Because, yeah.
So, Umiko, once the kids are clear, Umiko draws a sidearm and starts popping shots at Crybots. So, you basically hear her scream what amounts to fire in the hole, watch for fire, so that you see that she's actually shooting. Not that she's probably going to miss, but anyway, she rolls a 6. She can't miss at that point. Just make sure y'all don't get another gem. She deals 4 damage to that Crybot, which she will then popcorn initiative over to. That particular one gets caught in the back, stumbling towards Rodriguez, and he's just going to take advantage of that and try to leg dive Rodriguez. So,
You got me.
4.
Got me.
He does 6 damage.
Okay.
And when he catches you, he basically double legs you, so you wind up. He basically double legs you, so you're now flat on your back. And he will then popcorn to Rodriguez.
Oh. Well, he has me around the legs.
Yeah, basically around the knees.
All right. I'm gonna try to actually wrap my legs around him and just start to go and just punch him in the head.
Okay.
You're gonna have Black Widow.
Just maximum effort right to the dome.
Okay.
Oh, that's a 2.
And that's a 5.
Ow, your head's hard.
So that's pretty much what happens. You go, ah! So, all right, so you popcorn it to
I'll popcorn into other Crybot.
Other Crybot. Other Crybot is basically Other Crybot lifts its arm up, and you see the end of its arm or its hand retract back in, and you see a gun barrel come out, and it basically levels its arm at you and fires off a shot. So, go for it.
2.
3.
Ow.
And it does 10. 10. I'm now the Ty Dellinger of
A
Power
perfect
Rangers.
10.
So
10 out of 10 would roll a 1 again. Will roll a 1 again.
we'll roll a 1 again. Yes.
I assume it's my turn.
How many
now?
times can he get around the table?
Has to
Those in
be.
the very
Yes,
first
it has to
session.
be.
Well, she's gonna take kind of a step back, so she's a little bit of range,
Mhm.
and shoot at the Crybot.
Okay.
So she gets her range
Yes.
because, well,
The Crybot was able to shoot at you for this, so you can
Exactly,
shoot
yeah.
back at him.
1. No.
Hold on. Let's see if I roll a 1. It
What?
can happen. That's number 11, folks. If you're counting it.
No, it's your turn.
Oh, it's mine.
actually.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
So what's your
You okay, Mike?
damage?
Everything
Color?
all right?
Yeah,
So
I'm
what's
good.
your
I'm
damage
good.
for being-
Sure.
Cool.
Feel steam coming
Yeah.
through.
So that would be.
It gives your
6,
+2 for the
70,
attack roll.
Yeah. Oh, for the attack.
Yeah, it doesn't
It
do a
also
plus.
says it also
Does it do
No,
for
it's
says
just,
damage?
no, it's just dealing range damage. Yeah.
I'm just going based off what.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what
and
it
when
said.
dealing range damage, so yes.
Yay.
So that does.
Next, where you talked about it earlier, how his was melee.
Yes, I did.
Range
Yeah, hers is
Okay.
the bonus in intense situation. I had
And
been
then
added
for
to
range
my
is
damage,
for attack and defense.
So-
Three.
Well, it was tense when there were kids in the room.
It was. Yeah.
So, all right. Okay, so who do you popcorn to?
I will go with this guy.
Okay. Well, actually, we're going to pause for a second. Before we popcorn to him, you guys, and we'll stop at the end of the round, you guys arrive back at headquarters. We'll popcorn to Rodriguez at the beginning of the next round. So you guys arrive back at headquarters.
Ow.
When you arrive back at headquarters, you see rushing out the door of headquarters, basically meeting your car. Not out the front door, but meeting you in the
shop.
Yeah, meeting the shop in the motor pool. You see Commander Tate.
Sky, right?
Yes, and Commander Tate comes down. Yeah. He salutes back and lets you. I do not have time to explain, and you don't have time to understand.
Sir?
What you encountered at that home was a diversion. There is an attack at a preschool going on right now. There are a lot of children in danger, and it's more than just a crybot showing up. For the first time in 16 years, an unidentified hostile alien has arrived on Earth.
Sir?
Normally, I would send B Squad to go deal with it. B Squad's not here. And he has a suitcase with him. There are 2 more cadets on site, yes?
Yes, I believe so.
He pops open the case, and in the case are 4 SPD morphers.
Look at Okami.
Now look. Yes, I look over. I look over. Like, we're ready, sir.
Take 2. Get the other 2 to your teammates.
We're not Samuel Jackson.
Sir.
We're the other guys.
Okay.
Take the glasses.
All right.
Tell me it's cereal right now.
Okay. And that, folks, is where this episode will come to an end. So tune in next week for part 3 of Emergency DeltaRanger, episode 1 of Delta Squad, because our heroes are going to have to finally suit up. So, until then, folks, we thank you very much for watching. Remember, you can help our heroes down below. Leave that in the comments on this video, and you can help them for episode 2, which has a title.
I don't know. He's rolling lots of ones.
Yeah, I'm rolling lots of ones, but
well,
you know what?
the ones, I don't think he's going to go and give us free stuff for ones after this.
And if you support us in the comments, we will give you maximum appreciation.
Maximum appreciation.
Maximum appreciation.
And somewhat appreciation.
Serious appreciation.
Serious appreciation.
So, folks, we'll see you in 1 week on more Rage Quit Radio for more of Delta Squad. See you then.